We're staying with our tables theme in the chapter, but we've got a new drawing for you. It's called table styles underscore fields.dwg, and you know the drill. Download it from the library to follow along with the video. Now you'll notice that this table has already been designed. You can see that we've got the highlighting, we've got the colors, but more importantly, we've also got these two polylines over here. Now these two polylines are going to be utilized, and field data from the polylines is going to be inserted into the table. And it's a really nice feature in AutoCAD. You can take data from objects in your drawing and put them into a table. So we've got polyline layer as a column. We've got polyline area as a column as well. I'm going to double click here in the polyline layer cell for polyline number 1. So I'm going to double click in there like so. Now I can put some data in there, or I can go up to the insert panel here and select field like so. So when I do that, it opens up the field dialog box, and it all looks a bit complex initially, but we need to select a field category, which is going to be objects. And then it narrows it down a bit. So we need a field name of an object. And the object type we don't know yet, but what we can do is we can select the object. So I click on select object and I pick my rectangular polyline. Now as soon as I do that, it gives me all the information about that polyline, and I want the layer name. So it's telling me that the layer that it's on is polylines. So all I've got to do now is select a format that I want. So I'm going to put all of that in uppercase like so. I click on OK. And it inserts that into that cell in the table. Don't worry about the background masking. We talked about that in the previous video. Because it's a field, it background masks it to show that it's not just text. That does not show when you plot out a drawing with this table in it. So, job done. I can click away from the table, and that's the polyline layer for polyline number 1, which is my rectangular polyline. Let's do the same now for polyline number 2. We double click in the cell. And this time I'm going to show you a different way to get to fields. I right click, and on the shortcut menu, I can use insert field. Takes me back to the field dialog box, and it's remembered that we're using objects as the field category, and then the field name is object. Again, I go to select objects, but I select a different polyline. I want layer again. You can see it's polylines, and it's remembered that it's uppercase. So I could potentially make this one lowercase. Click on OK, puts it in lowercase, click away from the table, job done. Again, you've got the background masking because it's a field. So we've now got areas. How do we work out the areas? Well, this is the lovely thing about AutoCAD and tables. Polyline number 1 is the rectangular polyline. So I double click inside the cell again, like so. That brings up the text editor. Again, I go to field. I've got objects and object as per previous settings, and I go select object. So I select my rectangular polyline. This time I've got area, and you can see there's the area there, and it's decimal, and it's using the current precision, which is 4 decimal places. That's great. Excellent. So that's all in place. So all I've got to do now is click on OK. And there's my value there. Click away from the table, it updates automatically like so. So not only can I add text fields, I can add numerical fields as well. Let's double click in the polyline area cell for polyline number 2. Again, we'll go to field, select objects, and we'll select the hexagonal polyline. Again, you can see the preview is the value of the last one we set, which is area. We're going to leave everything as it is and click on OK. Click away from the table and it all updates. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the total area of both of those polylines. So I click once in the total area cell there, like so. I go up to formula and I want sum. Now, I'm going to select all 4 cells because I might have other polylines later. So I select all 4. So it's the sum of C3 down to 6, like so. And then all I've got to do is click on Close Text Editor, and there's the value obviously added up. There's 0 and 0 in there, so that won't affect the total at the moment. But what I also want to do there is just tidy up these two cells here. So I'm going to click and drag and highlight those two cells, and I'm going to merge those by row like that. And then just hit escape a couple of times. Just looks neater and tidier. But here's the benefit. If I now select my rectangular polyline and I click on a grip and move diagonally upwards and click there, the area of that polyline has now changed. If I just hit escape a couple of times and type regen, I'm not going to save it because you might just regenerate the drawing. Watch the areas in the columns. Can you see the values change? So every time you regenerate the drawing, either by saving it or typing regen, like I've just done, you can see that it will update those areas very, very quickly. Really useful for room areas if you're working as a facilities manager, like I used to back in the day.